as a chartered accountant. Currently, he is serving as a minister in NDA government. So next personality. So this he is also a very notable. He is known as CA with his name. Okay, he is everywhere recognized with the prefix CA. So we call Mr. Doctor, etc., etc. He is known as CA Suresh Prabhu. So he was the formerly Minister of Railways, Minister of Commerce and Industry and Civil Aviation, again in central government, that is NDA government, in the first part, that is 2014 to 2018, that duration. Okay, then can anybody recognize this personality? So if I say you the name, you will immediately recognize. Yes, if you guys can just message also, is not an issue. Let's, okay, chat is disabled. Okay, fine. So you might have heard of Birla. Yes. So every time if there is a comparison, they say Tata Birla, right? So he's Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla. So very notable CA, and he's the chairman of Aditya Birla Group. Okay, he's the chairman of Aditya Birla Group. It's a huge conglomerate, huge a company, conglomerate company. So he's also a CA, a chartered accountant. Basic qualification is he's a chartered accountant. So let's see a few more. Okay, can anybody recognize this guy? So he's very well known. Yes, anybody? So do you know who he is? He is called as, I think many of you know Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, right? So you might be knowing about Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is known as the king of stock market. So he is Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Okay, he's Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. He is called as the bull of Indian stock market. So big bull. He's a big bull, and also known as Warren Buffett of India. So he started with a basic investment of 1 crore, 1 crore into stock market. He is a CA, chartered accountant. So with that investment, he started and he developed his career like anything. So he's a huge ace investor in today's time. So he started somewhere in the year 1998, 1995 to 1998. He started with, these are all the stories what we hear about huge achievers. Okay, so we are talking about pan India. So let's recognize one person. So he is from our state, Karnataka. He's from Udupi. So he is a Mohandas Pai. Is Mohandas Pai. He is the chairman of Manipal Global Education. I think all of you know Manipal Group. So he's a Manipal Global Education. He's the chairman of this. So he is also a CA. So now let me show the last one personality. So she's a woman. She is Naina like Idwai. She's very well known CA, notable personality, and she has served as a CEO and country head of HSBC. You might have known about HSBC. HSBC is a huge banking and investor entity in India. She is also a CA. See, why am I introducing you to these achievers? So CA is one of the notable and elite profession which can take you to, or which can help you to achieve the greatest success in your career life. So obviously it requires a good dedication and commitment. These guys did not turn fortune in over a day. So as I said about Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, he started somewhere in the year of 1995 to 1988. So today he is known as the big bull CA. So he is also a chartered accountant. So I just wanted to give you, okay, few successful people who have chosen CA as their career path, so that this will act as a source of motivation for all of you. So I just now want to tell you about what are the wings of chartered accountant. So if I say, okay, if I write JEE, if I write NEET, so if I write NEET, I can pursue MBBS and I can become a doctor. So if I write JEE mains and if I write JEE advanced, if I clear those examination, I can get a seat as in a BTech or a Bachelor of Engineering or a Bachelor of Technology. So that is that's a next path of those examinations. Similarly, a chartered accountant. So a chartered accountant, what are the wings of a chartered accountant? So is chartered accountant very, very specific to one area, or does it have huge too many wings under it? So a chartered accountant will involve something called as auditing. See, you are commerce students. I need not explain you these terms. You would have already come across. I think only first few students might not be able to comprehend these terms. You might have just got introduced to these terminologies, but I'm very quite confident that the second PUC, that is 12th students and the graduation students, will definitely be able to comprehend these terms that I am trying to explain here. So audit. So auditing is one of the main wings of being a CA. Then comes the taxation. So we know income tax in India. So if I earn X amount of money, do I have to pay tax? If I have to pay tax, how much tax do I have to pay? When do I have to pay? So all this, again, this activity involves a CA. So what I told is I refer to myself. How much tax do I have to pay? But just imagine what tax my company has to pay. Okay, what tax Infosys has to pay, what tax Wipro has to pay. So who does the calculation? Who finds out how much tax that organization must pay the government of India? So again, such activities involved with a CA. So basically now I think you are able to understand that a CA is a must entity of any organization. A chartered accountant must be there for each and every organization, whether the organization is small or big. So one more, the wing of chartered accountant is balance sheet, developing a balance sheet and financial accounts. So you guys have already come across these terminologies. Financial accounts, what is the input, what is the output, what is the inflow, what is the cash outflow, what is the expenditure, so what is the revenue generated, so what is the earning, so etc. will come under financial accounts and developing a balance sheet. So these are the major four wings of chartered accountant. Okay. So now I think I have just given a brief introduction about CA and what CA is. Now let us know about CA in detail. Let us know about CA in detail. So first, this question I would like to ask. So all of you must ask this question yourself. That is CA a qualification or a degree? If yes or no, what does the CA be able to do? Okay, so is it a qualification? See, if I say BE is a qualification. Okay, so I would like to say CA, chartered accountant. Chartered accountant is an honorable designation that authorizes and makes the designation holder more credible in the field of accounting. See, this terminology is what I am specifying. Being a commerce student, you will be able to grasp easily. See, I would like to repeat. So a designation holder called CA will be credible, more credible in the field of accounting. Okay, so CA, as I told earlier, is one of the respectful and challenging career fields, and CA is a good option for higher education in India. Okay, this is also very, very important. And what does CA test? So a statutory body, basically we know ICAI, that is the Institute of Chartered Accountant in India. A statutory body certifies candidates as a CA after testing the candidate on the grounds of accountancy, taxation, analytical skills, business practices, corporate laws, and others. So I will repeat. If you want to note down, please note down. So what does a CA being tested for? Okay, the statutory body certifies candidates on the grounds of accountancy, taxation, analytical skills, business practices, corporate laws, and others. Okay, so in brief, if I have to say, if I have to say, a chartered accountant deals with the financial management and carries out the financial audits. So we know Mukesh Ambani, he has a separate elite chartered accountants working for him. Okay, he's one of the richest businessmen in the world. And there is a perk here. What is a perk? So every year, the student who achieves first rank, in the CA examination is awarded GP Kapadia Gold Medal. GP Kapadia is the first founding member and president of ICAI. In his memory, this medal is given. So if you are able to achieve this, you can consider your career will jumpstart like anything. Okay, if you are able to achieve, so every year ICI awards only 50 ranks, top 50 ranks. So if you are in the 50 rank list, your career will jumpstart and it flies off like anything. Okay, so this is the, is CA a qualification or degree? What does a CA be able to do?
ಆಗಿದೆ ನೀವು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Okay, so next comes the question. See, everywhere whom you might whom you meet, or anybody who is a CA or pursuing CA, they'll say, hey, CA is very good, CA is very good, awesome. So why is it awesome to be a CA? Okay, this is very important. So why is it awesome to be a CA? First of all, we need to know, for the population of India, the number of CAs available is, the ratio is very less. The number of CAs available is very less, and because of which the very available CAs will be held as the top entities in the society, and chartered accountancy is seen as the elite of finance profession. It is considered as the elite of finance profession. So what is the scope? So what is the scope? So every business, so this is very important, why you should choose CA. Okay, every business and company, small or big, needs a CA in their money related matters. Obviously, we know any organization, any company will work if they have a healthy income. Okay, so who decides? Who decides how much money? How much money a company should invest? How much money company should spend? Who decides that? It will be in the hands of a CA. Okay, so you will have that, one of the, we can say, powers, that is one of the strongest powers. So how we have seen in the movie of Avengers, so like that. So this is one of the rings that you will have, that is the entire company's financial matters will be in the hands of a CA. So a CA will have wide array of opportunities in business and industry, financial services, or individual practice. What do I mean by that? So let me repeat. A CA, that means if you become a CA, will have wide array of opportunities in business and industry, financial services, or individual practice. See, once you become a CA, there will be multiple paths for you. That means you can join a company and work for them as a CA. That is opportunities in business and industries. Or you can start your own practice. That means you can become a freelancer. You can open your own practice as a CA, and you will definitely have a great scope if you become a freelancer under CA also. Okay, so as I said again, chartered accountancy definitely offers students a dream career in the specialized areas of accounting, auditing, corporate finance, corporate laws, taxation, as practitioners of public accounting. Okay, so again, this includes, what does it include? This includes services like financial management, planning, and financial policy determination. You will be the person who decides that. That's what I'm telling you. Why it is considered as elite profession? You are the person, you and your team as a CA team will decide a company's fate into money matters. That means you will decide about the financial management. You will decide about the planning and financial policy determination. Okay, so this is about CA. What I am trying to tell you here is how elite the profession is, how top notch the profession is. Okay, so now let's go into the core of this webinar. That is, I would like to explain how to become chartered accountant in India. So how to become chartered accountant in India, as the image suggests here, the first level is the foundation exam. Earlier it was known as CPT. Earlier it was known as CPT, Common Proficiency Test. Now the ICAI has renamed the examination as CA Foundation. Once you have cleared CA Foundation, this you'll have to appear for CA Intermediate, that is known as IPCC, and finally the last step, that is CA Final. So once you have cleared everything, every stages of this examination, you will become a CA. You will be awarded the qualification card CA. Okay, so let's now dive into the details of this. See, now I think in this webinar, there are students of 11th, 12th, as well as graduation. Okay, so I will be telling in detail about the qualification requirements. So please pay attention to this part. Okay, earlier part, everything is all the, what I gave you is all the ideas of becoming a CA, what advantage it has, all that. But the crux or the core of this webinar is this part. That is how to become a CA in India and what is the eligibility requirement, how much time is required to prepare for this examination, etc., which will be the next part. So please pay 100% of your attention and let us dive into that. So in brief, let me tell you. So CA course is into two ways. There are two ways of completing CA course. That is foundation course route. So this is foundation course route, that the first method, and direct entry route. This is the second method. Okay. The students who are in 11th and 12th, if you decide that yes, I would like to pursue CA as my career, then you can immediately register for CA foundation route. Okay, you can register for foundation course. Supposedly the graduation students who had no idea about CA, okay, you are not told by anybody, or you did not know, okay, what CA is, how to appear for CA examination. So but you are right now pursuing your graduation BCom. I just written one graduation. So supposedly think that you are pursuing your BCom. So pursuing or completed BCom, you can directly go for the stage called as direct entry route. Okay, direct entry route. So this is the basic educational qualification required. So if you are in the first year of BCom, if you are in the first year of BCom, you can directly go for foundation course route. As I said, for direct entry route, you should be in final year. You should be in final year or completed your graduation. Supposedly you are in your first semester, or rather I say first year of your graduation, I suggest to go for CA foundation. There is a reason for this. So your question might say, if I wait for one more year, sir, I need not write CA foundation. I can directly go for intermediate and final. But students, here time is of the essence. Why time is of the essence? As I said, by the time you complete your BCom, you will be somewhere 21 or 22 years old. Okay, so you will require something called as practical knowledge to become an efficient CA. So if you delay writing examination, saying that let me wait till I complete my graduation, then the further the competition will increase and the opportunities might subside. So for that reason, if you are in first sem or first year of your graduation, immediately appear for foundation examination. You are already well versed with your 11th and 12th portions of commerce, whether you have taken SCBA or CEBA or MEBA, whatever it is, you are already well versed with the portions of commerce side. So you would have already studied once, and CA foundation examination will be a little easier for you, and you can clear it off in first attempt itself. So if you clear CA foundation, now I will tell you the advantage. The advantage is that if you clear CA foundation, the student who is in first semester, or I say for the first year of graduation, if you have cleared your CA foundation, you will immediately become eligible for IPCC. That means, see, now during the or pursuing the BCom itself, you can write the intermediate examination. So if you say, let me wait till I complete my graduation, you'll be losing that precious 1 or 2 years for preparation of IPCC. Okay, so CA course, there are two ways: foundation course route and direct entry route. So foundation course route, who can appear, or rather I can say who can prepare for the examination? The students who are in 11th standard or 12th standard of commerce. Okay, well, and when do you write foundation course, foundation examination? You will write when you are in 12th standard. So the minimum qualification to appear for CA foundation is 12th completed. So you can be pursuing 12th also. So foundation course route, again, it involves 3 stages. So that is, first you have to appear for foundation examination. Once you have cleared foundation examination, you have to appear for IPCC, that is known as the intermediate stage. Once you have completed intermediate stage, here then comes the last stage of CA, that is CA final. Supposedly you are already in the final year of graduation, you can directly approach direct entry route with ICAI. So again, ICAI is the statutory body which conducts this examination. Okay, ICAI. So under a direct entry route, you have only two. So you observe here, the foundation part is removed. So that means you are bypassing foundation. You need not write foundation examination. But direct entry route, it is only for the students who are in the final years of graduation or completed graduation. That means you will be already around 21 years old. So for this, you will be somewhere 21 years old. But when you appear for this, you can be near to 17 or 18. So remember, there is a good gap of 3 years. Okay, good gap of 3 years. So I'll tell you why that 3 years matter in the upcoming slides. Okay, I hope this is very clear to all of you. If you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay, so let us study this in detail. How to become a CA? Let us study this in detail. Okay, so foundation route, direct entry route. So as I said, foundation route. So what is the criteria here? The criteria is clear or appear for 12th standard. So clear or appear for 12th standard. So those students right now who are going to write their second PUC examination in 2021, immediately please start preparing for CA foundation examination. Students who are going to write 12th standard examination in 2022, you also start preparing for this examination, so that students in 11th standard will get sufficient time and ensure that you are clearing this examination in the first attempt itself. Okay, so yes, if you have decided that you are going to appear for CA foundation, then what should you do? Then you should register for foundation examination. The registration must be done with ICAI. You should pay a fee and register for foundation course. Okay, after registration, they will send you certain study materials. With that study materials, then the study for 4 months, this must happen. So 4 to 5 months is the thumb rule for preparing for CA foundation examination. You will require 4 to 5 months. Okay, so here also when we teach you CA foundation also, we will be doing with 210 hours to 240 hours of coaching to you. So that will come down to 4 to 5 months. So once you have studied this, okay, once you have done studies for 4 to 5 months, the second stage is you have to fill the application form. Okay, fill the application form or exam form and online enroll for foundation examination. So what is the difference between this and this? What is the difference between this and this? Okay, this is a very important part. Please listen carefully. What is difference between register for foundation course and fill the application form? Okay, so register means you are showing your intention to appear for CA examination. Okay, so register means you are going to inform ICAI that I am interested to write CA, so I would like to register with the statutory body called ICAI to appear for CA examination. Then it is like you enrolling to Mangalore PU College with the intention of appearing for your board examinations. However, then what you should do is you should fill an application form and pay examination fee. That means every time you appear for CA foundation examination, you should pay certain examination fee, which is around 1,500 rupees for general merit students. Okay, so once you have registered, they will generate something called as student registration number. Once this is done, you will receive study materials, standard study materials from ICAI. Once you have done this, you have to study for 4 to 5 months. After this, you have to pay exam fee. You have to pay exam fee and you have to appear for the foundation examination. Okay, I hope this was clear. The steps were clear. So what is the syllabus of CA Foundation examination. What is the syllabus of CA Foundation examination? Remember, students, the foundation examination comprises the syllabus of your 11th and 12th itself. So there is nothing, out of the world or out of syllabus study required here. So you will have in total 4 papers. Okay, you will have in total 4 papers, 100 marks each. So total it will come down to 400 marks. Okay, so paper 1 is known as principle and practice of accounting. So those who have taken ACBR, CEBA, MEBA, the fourth subject accountancy, you'll study all the portions of that. That is principle and practice of accounting. Then your paper 2 is studying more into laws and enacts or acts by the parliament and corporate laws. That is, the paper 2 is business laws and business correspondence and reporting. Let me repeat, paper 2 is business laws and business correspondence and reporting. Okay, these 2 papers, students, they are descriptive papers. What do you mean by descriptive? You need to write the answers in detail. Okay, so you need to write answers in detail. Next, the paper 3 is, this is the generally the tough paper felt by students, commerce students. This is business mathematics and logical reasoning and statistics. Statistics will generally be easy for you, but business mathematics and logical reasoning, generally students feel little difficult with this paper. And the last paper, paper 4, is business economics and business and commercial knowledge. That is known as BCK, business and commercial knowledge. These 2 are MCQ based, multiple choice questions, and there is negative marking for this also. Okay, so let me repeat once again. Please listen to this. How many papers will be there? There will be 4 papers. So each paper is for 100 marks. So CA foundation examination is for how many marks in total? Total it is for 400 marks. So paper 1, paper 2 are descriptive papers where you should write the answers in detail. And paper 3 and paper 4 are multiple choice questions based, that is MCQ. Paper 1 is principles and practices of accounting. Paper 2 is business laws and business correspondence and reporting. Paper 3 is business mathematics and logical reasoning and statistics. Paper 4 is business economics and business and commercial knowledge. Okay. So how many times this examination is conducted? CA foundation examination is conducted twice a year in the span of 6 months. Okay, so it will be the results will be declared in the months of January and July of that particular year. I told you, when I asked you what is the difference between register for foundation course and exam form, filling the examination form. Once you register for CA foundation, this is valid for 3 years. Remember students, this is very important. Supposedly a student registers for CA foundation in second PUC. Okay, by bad luck or hard luck, you are not able to clear in the first attempt. So do I have to register again? No, you did not register again. That means one registration is valid for 3 years. One registration is valid for 3 years. And every year you can attempt how many times? Every year you can attempt 2 times. 2 times. That means with 3 years of validity, you can attempt 6 times. So you will have opportunity to appear for CA foundation 6 times with one registration. That means the course is valid for 3 years and you can have 6 attempts under your registration. Once your registration expires, you can reevaluate it again with nominal fees. Okay, is that clear? This is all about CA foundation. Students, this is all about CA foundation. I hope this is clear. Yes? Fine. So this was about the papers. Now, let me say about passing marks. So how do I pass this examination? How do I pass this examination? So there are four subjects related to this, sorry, four papers related to CA Foundation. In each paper, you must secure 40%. In each paper, you must secure 40%, and overall, you should secure minimum of 50%. That means what? The total it is for 400 marks. That means for clearing CA Foundation examination, you must secure 200 marks in aggregate. You must secure 200 marks in aggregate. So how do I summarize this? So you are eligible for intermediate level when you clear the CA Foundation exam with 40% marks in each subject or and 50% aggregate. Okay, this is little confusing. When I give you this PPT, you can just go through and again you will be able to comprehend better. Okay, so each subject you must secure 40% and overall you must secure 50%. All right, so this was about CA Foundation, that is through foundation route. If you go for direct entry route, it is very simple. You will be eligible for second level. Second level is nothing but intermediate level. In intermediate level, you have something called as two groups, group 1 and group 2. You can register for both the groups at the same time or any one group, appear for those exams and clear one by one. If you have cleared that, if applied in the final year of graduation or post-graduation, then you can clear for CA IPCC. Who can appear for direct entry route? If appeared in the final year of graduation or post-graduation, or if clear intermediate level of CA or ICWA. This is very important. CS is nothing but company secretary. ICWA now is known as CMA. It has been renamed as CMA. It is cost management accounting. Okay, so this is the eligibility for a direct entry route. This I will discuss in detail in the upcoming slides. I hope this was clear for how to approach CA through foundation route. Okay, so those who could not write down, so let me just put it again, students. Here I have just given the subjects. So please make a note of this. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Please make a note of this. The four papers of CA Foundation. Paper 1, Paper 2, Paper 3, Paper 4. You can observe there is Principle and Practices of Accounting 1, Business Laws 2, Business Correspondence and Reporting 3, Business Mathematics 4, 5, Economics 6, Business and Commercial 7. So there will be total 7 subjects, which means you should secure 40% in each subject and 50% in aggregate. It means each subject you should pass with 40%, and overall you should secure 50%. 50% is nothing but 200 marks. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Please make a note of it or take a screenshot, whichever is easy for you. Whichever is easy for you, you can do. Okay, fine. So once you have appeared for CA Foundation, and let's assume that now you have cleared your CA Foundation. Okay, next comes the intermediate level. So what this intermediate level is? What this intermediate level is? Okay, so registration for intermediate is made in the month of March and September. Okay, remember this. As I told, every CA exam, whichever the level is, foundation or intermediate or final, every CA examination, it will be conducted twice a year. The exam will be conducted twice a year in span of 6 months. So you will have 2 opportunities in 1 year. So for intermediate registration and examination, registration will be made in the month of March and September, for which exams are held in the month of November and May. So here the registration is valid for 4 years. Remember, what did I say for foundation? What did I say for foundation? For foundation, the registration was valid for 3 years, whereas the registration for intermediate is valid for Just yes. Here the registration for intermediate is valid for 8 attempts. That means how many attempts you can make? 8 attempts. That means 2 attempts a year means you can go for 8 attempts. Okay, you can go for 8 attempts. Now, as I said earlier for CA Foundation, the study period was 4 to 5 months. Here, the study period is in the gap of 9 months. This is very must. Okay, 9 months. This is very, very important. There should be a gap of 9 months of study period between your registration and examination. Between your registration and examination. So let's study the flow chart. So who can appear for intermediate level? Appeared or cleared final year of graduation. So this is for BCom graduates. So BCom. So if you are in final year of your BCom, or you have already cleared your BCom. So both the students can appeared or cleared final year of graduation, or those who have appeared for CS and ICWA. CS is Company Secretary, ICWA has been renamed now as CMA, Cost Management Accounting. That means the intermediate level of this CS or ICWA. If you have cleared that, then also you can appear for CA IPCC, or you have cleared for foundation level. See, this is one big advantage, as I told earlier. Suppose you think that student cleared the examination in 12th standard itself, immediately you will become eligible for intermediate level. So through the course of your BCom, you can easily clear your IPCC. That means by the time you have completed your graduation, you would have become CA IPCC candidate. If you have become a CA IPCC also, you will have job opportunities. Remember this, students, this is extremely important. It is, see, everybody might not be able to complete CA. So will it go waste? Will it go waste if I am unable to clear CA completely? No. If you have completed CA, IPCC also, you will have very good job opportunities. Remember this. Okay, if you have cleared CA, IPCC also, you will have good job opportunities. So what is the stage here? Register for both the groups. Register for both the groups. Register for both the groups, or single group. Register for single or both the groups. Here there is something called as training. Here there is something called as training. See, these are CA is not a profession where the book knowledge is not sufficient. Just knowing theory, Ratta mark is not sufficient. If you just know everything on the books, not sufficient. You need to have practical knowledge. So for that practical knowledge, when you are pursuing your IPCC, it is must and should for you to complete and register for a 3-year practical training. This is very important. So again, students, I am telling you again, for those who complete their CA foundation in 12th standard, during the graduation itself, you will be able to do this. Otherwise, after graduation, if you pursue this, you will have to spend 3 more years. Okay, you'll have to spend 3 more years, 3 precious years of your 20s, early 20s. Okay, then complete 9 months training. Complete this 9 months training. Once you have completed this, then fill the form, online form. Then for both the groups or single groups, it is your choice. Then clear the examination. If you clear IPCC examination, you will be eligible for final level. You will be eligible for final level. Same is the case for CA via CA IPCC via CS or CMA, or you have completed your CA foundation. Okay. So what is the exam pattern? What is the exam pattern? Intermediate course is again divided into 2 groups. Each group consists of 4 subjects. So group 1, group 2, each group consists of 4 subjects. This also 4 subjects, this also 4 subjects. The choice is with you. The choice is with you. You can write G1 separately, G2 separately, or together. You can write both the groups together. It is left to the choice of the student. So it is left to you. If you are so sure, I can dedicate good amount of time to prepare for this examination, you can appear for both the groups. The biggest advantage, you will be clearing CE IPCC in single shot. Okay, so each paper is for 100 marks. Each paper is for 100 marks. So what are the papers here? So I have given for your reference. Paper 1 is accounting for 100 marks. These are the subjects from group 1. Okay, so paper 2 is corporate laws and other laws. Paper 2 again has subsections. Part 1, Part 2, companies law and other laws. Paper 3 is cost and management accounting for 100 marks. Paper 4 is taxation. Section A is income tax law for 60 marks. Section B is indirect taxes for 40 marks. So what is group 2? Again, 4 more papers in group 2. It's paper 5, account is advanced accounting actually. There is an error. So it is advanced accounting, okay, not just accounting, it is advanced accounting for 100 marks. See, in the previous slide we studied this, that is just accounting. Paper 1 was accounting, so here it is advanced accounting. Paper 5 is advanced accounting. Paper 6 is auditing and assurance for 100 marks. Don't worry about the details, I'm just giving you a brief idea. Paper 7 is enterprise information systems and strategic management for 100 marks. Again, that has part 1, part 2, enterprise information system, strategic management for 50 marks each. Financial management and economics for finance is your paper 8, again for 100 marks, which will involve financial management and economics for finances, part 1, part 2, divided into 60 marks and 40 marks respectively. Okay. If you clear this, students, you have cleared the major hurdle of your CA life. Okay. Till this paper 8, if you are able to clear everything, you have cleared the major hurdle. So what are the steps? CA foundation or direct entry route. CA foundation, if you clear that, you can write CA intermediate. Direct entry route means those who are in the final year of graduation or completed graduation, they can appear for CA intermediate. If you have cleared this, then the last step of becoming the elite CA, that is the final level. Okay, that is final level. So before this, I would like to tell you something about articleship. What is articleship? See, as I told earlier, the book knowledge is not sufficient. The book knowledge is not sufficient. So you need to have practical knowledge of what a CA does or what a CA firm does. Okay, so you should register for something called as articleship, in other terms internship. Okay, articleship after completing any one group, single group of intermediate IPCC, and can commence the practical training after completing both the groups of intermediate. So here you should undergo 3 years of mandatory training. 3 years, okay, 3 years of mandatory training or articleship, and you receive a stipend here. This is very important. It is not that, oh, I am 22 years, if I have to do 3 years training, oh, again, how will I be able to manage cost? Here, again, I am telling from finance point of view. You being a commerce student, you will have these thoughts in mind. You will be paid a stipend. So it depends on which CA you are working under. If you are working under, there is something called as Big Four CA firms in India. If you work there, you will get a very good stipend. But you will have minimum stipend paid by every CA under whom you should undergo articleship training. Okay. So in the last 6 months of your articleship training, you have to register for CA final examination. Okay. So after completing your in the last 6 months of your articleship, you have to register for CA final examination. And articleship students can register for assessment test and take the test in any subsequent quarter of registration. What do you mean quarter? So how many quarters? There will be 4 quarters in a year. So after registration, in the next subsequent quarter, you can go for assessment test. Okay, assessment test. Again, students, CA final are held in the month of May and November, that is span of 6 months. And here the validity is 5 years. The registration validity is 5 years. 5 years means 10 attempts. Okay, and CA final is the toughest stage of all. It's toughest stage of all. It requires 100% dedication. So the candidate who is pursuing CA final will actually, if they're already working somewhere in a firm, they will just generally leave the job and dedicate their full time to prepare for CA final examination. If you clear CA, see, all of you are, these days you will know YouTube channels. There is a YouTube channel called CA Rachana Ranade. Okay, CA Rachana Ranade. She is a CA. She gives all the tips and how to manage the financial accounting, everything in the YouTube channel. It is a free channel. You can go there. You can just see the scope of a chartered accountant, how chartered accountant is a elite profession, and she explains, with the proper dedication and commitment, how easy it is to clear this entire course. Okay. So let me come back here. The passing marks, the final course is again divided into two groups with 4 subjects in each group. Okay. So again, each paper is for 100 marks, and you need to acquire 40% in each subject as well as overall aggregate of 50% to clear the examination. Okay, here again, you should, once you come for final, you should complete 2 years of practical training, complete 4 week of AICITSS training. Okay, so these all will give you the practical knowledge that a CA must have. Okay, a practical knowledge that CA must have. Then complete AICITSS 2.6 years of practical training. Then you should fill the application form of final examination. You should clear both the levels, and you will be then becoming a CA. Okay, so this seems a long process. Yes, it is. It is a long process, but worth. It is worth if you give a try. Okay, it will definitely improve the level of knowledge. It will improve the level of your career path. Everything will be different if you pursue this course. Okay, so let me just give a brief idea about CA finals subjects. Here are the 8 papers. Okay, here are 8 papers. Paper 1, financial reporting. Paper 2, strategic financial management. Paper 3, advanced auditing and professional ethics. Paper 4, corporate and economic laws. Paper 5, strategic cost management and performance evaluation. Paper 6 is divided into A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, financial services and capital markets, international taxation, economic laws, global financial reporting standards, multidisciplinary case study, and paper 7 is direct tax laws and international taxation, and indirect tax law is the last paper. Okay, fine. So now students, I have given you the entire road or the path for becoming a CA, not just CA foundation. Now you have got some basic knowledge about what CA is, how to become CA, what are the examinations involved, what's the eligibility requirement, what's the how many times you can write. So there is a beauty with the CA is that it is an act of the parliament. Okay, it is act of the parliament in 1949. So there is no age limit for this. This is the beauty of this examination. Anybody can write this examination. There is no age limit at all. And there is no caste reservation. See, India, everywhere there is caste reservation, correct? All the seats, everywhere you go, profession or education, there is caste reservation. But CA is the only education field where there is no caste reservation. It is purely based on the studies that you do, the knowledge you gain and develop. Okay, so CA is a profession where there is no age limit. You can become a CA at the age of 50 years, 60 years, or 30 years, 20 years, 25 years. At the same time, there is no reservation system. So it is based on the individual capability, how you do. So now, as we have gone through the core of CA, your mind would have heated up. So let me just give you some interesting facts about CA. Okay, so this is required for your basic knowledge, because during the examination they might ask you this. So when was it formation? It was in the 1st July 1949. So it was set up by an act of parliament, okay, as a body corporate under the Chartered Accountants Act 1949, enacted by Indian Parliament to regulate the profession of chartered accountancy. Okay, and as we know, India is the biggest democracy. Similarly, India has the world's second largest accounting body. Okay, we have the world's second largest accounting body, and still there is a huge gap between number of chartered accountants required and current numbers. Okay, huge gap is there. We are a country of 1.3 billion. Taxation, auditing, everything is a must and should, but the number of chartered accountants available is very less. So there is a huge pressure on existing chartered accountants, and by it is projected by the year of 2030 Okay, a huge demand for CA, and the salary, perks, etc. will increase like anything. So, as I said, this is the second largest accounting body after American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. So, we have more than 2.5 lakh members. So, just imagine students, 2.5 lakh, where is 2.5 lakh and where is 1.3 billion? Okay, so that's a huge gap in the number of chartered accountants available and the population of the country, where the need for chartered accountant is very high. The need for chartered accountant is very high. As on the science side, it is elite to go for engineering, medicine, etc. On the commerce side, CA is becoming a hot cake for upcoming years. Yes. So as I said, there is no reservation. So there is no reservation in ICI for students. Even there is no age bar for students. So office bearers of ICI are selected without any reservation criteria. Also, employees are free from any reservation discrimination. You might be coming across so many news, so many things about, oh, that there was a reservation discrimination, there was age, because of the age bar I could not write the examination. So this is one beautiful setup where there is no age bar, as well as there is, everybody is free from reservation discrimination. Okay, so you might have observed this picture what I have put up here. So it is nothing but the ICI logo, and there's a story behind it. So let me just give you the story. So ICI logo was conceptualized by the nationalistic philosopher Aurobindo Ghosh. All of you might be knowing this, right? This person, Aurobindo Ghosh, he was a great nationalistic philosopher. So the story is that, see, as I told, this ICI body was set up in 1949 as an act of parliament, and C.S. Shastri, a noted CA that time, so went to Aurobindo Ghosh and requested him to, formulate a logo for them. So what Aurobindo Ghosh did is, he took this, Garuda. So he gave him an emblem with Garuda in the center. You can observe that. So there's a Garuda in the center and quotation from Upanishad. So you know about Hindu system where Upanishads come. So this was from Kathopanishad. Okay, Kathopanishad, where it says, Ya Esa Sapteshu Jagarti, that the person who is awake in those that sleep. That means he said every CA is must and should for a good development of the society, good development of the society that we live in. So it's the need of the hour to have a good chartered accountant. So again, I'll repeat, that person who is awake in those that sleep. So that is the, the motto, or we can say the inscription on the logo. Okay. So this was the logo that was put forward during the meeting, and it was accepted. So now we are, again, interesting facts I have told, and we have just discussed about some facts. Now comes the most important aspect. This is the part every student will be looking for, whether it is he's an engineer, doctor, or any commerce student, BSc, BCA, whoever it is. Ultimately, what matters for us is, along with the job profile, we must be knowing, for my skills, for my knowledge, how much remuneration do I get? What money can I earn with this? Okay, so chartered accountant salary in India, so based on the skills, okay, basis of skills. So earlier I told this. So as I said, the salary of a chartered accountant in India depends on the skills, capabilities, and experience. This is very important. So I have here summarized the chartered accountant salary in India on the basis of skills. So I have just made a note of various different types of skills here. Okay, so budget management, strategic accounts, evaluation and management account auditing, financial analysis, financial advisor. Every company will have an advisor, consultant. Okay, SAP financial accounting and controlling, financial reporting, auditing, account management, internal audit, accounting, tax consulting, tax compliance. So the scope through CA foundation, when you write a CA foundation examination, clear the stages of different stages of CA. The scope is you can develop certain skills. So what are the skills that they are looking for? These are the skills that they are looking for, that what I have listed down here. So the average salary of chartered accountants in India is from 6 lakhs to 7 lakhs to 30 lakhs also is there. Okay, per annum. Whatever I'm telling about is per annum. 6 lakhs to 7 lakhs to 30 lakhs. And if you go for international firms, international packages are even higher, ranging up to 75 lakhs also. Okay, 75 lakhs per annum. So whatever I have taken down is the previous year data. Students, remember this. This is not old data or anything. This is the updated one. So last year's stats show that average salary of CA in India was offered around 7.36 lakhs per annum. Okay, 7.36 lakhs per annum. So around 60,000 per month. Around 60,000 as a fresher. Just you finish your CA, you are being offered this. This is the average. But based on the skills, based on your where you join, the salary will vary. As I said, 6 to 7 lakhs per annum to 30 lakhs also it will vary. And if you join for an international firm, it can go up to 75 lakhs also. Okay, but here is a catch. Here is a catch. If you are able to clear the exam in first attempt itself, your value will improve and they will offer more salary for you. This is very important, students. So when I say, when you decide to appear for CA foundation, please put more energy and dedication such that you try to clear the exam in first attempt itself. Rank holders and single attempt passed students get a priority over the multiple attempts passed students. Remember this. Okay, so try to clear the examination in first attempt itself. So, but for deciding the salary, while deciding the salary, what do they look for? So the skills required in a good chartered accountant are analytical skills. Okay, this is the first skill that they are going to look for. Analytical skills, then compliance. So those you are studying this, you will know what a compliance is. Compliance, and the third one is how good you are in reporting. Okay, this is very important. So they will check your language skills. Okay, how good you are with reporting skills. So chartered accountant with skills like budget management, strategic accounting, management auditing, financial analysis, and controlling gets an average salary of more than 8 lakhs per annum. Okay, more than 8 lakhs per annum. So now you can observe here, I have written say 9.5 to 11 lakhs for budget management, then 8.9 to 9 lakhs for strategic accounts. Evaluation and management auditing means 8.5 to 9 lakhs. See, observe students here, a minimum is 7. Whatever I have marked, minimum is 7 to 8. There is nothing less than that. That means you are being offered a very good salary at the beginning stage itself. So if you put in that efforts, if you give the dedication now, you will reap the benefits later. That is for sure. Along with the perks, along with the status in the society, you will be paid a good remuneration. Okay, so that is why many students these days it has become a trend for last couple of years to appear for CA foundation examination with this point in mind. So this is about chartered accountant salary in India on the basis. Now let me see the chartered accountant salary in India on the basis of job profiles. So job profiles, see this is further very interesting. So profiles, what profile they are going to offer. Okay, whether you are being offered, see for simple understanding I'll say, are you a manager, are you an assistant manager, okay, are you a developer, are you a business development manager, etc., like that. Under CEO also there are job profiles. So based on your job profiles, the different salary will be offered. So what is that? So based on the job profile, see, if you become a financial officer, observe the salary being paid for a CA, 35 lakhs per annum. Okay, that is near to 3 lakhs per month. You will be earning near to 3 lakhs per month. Account executive, 25 lakhs per annum. Accountant, a simple accountant, we will see, oh, he's a simple accountant. No, it's not so. So, a accountant is being paid around 25 lakhs per annum. Financial controller, 19 lakhs. Finance manager, 10 lakhs. Chartered accountant 7.25 lakhs, financial analyst 6 lakhs, assistant account manager 5 lakhs, senior account executive 4 lakhs, senior accountant 3.5 lakhs, business analyst 4 lakhs, account assistant 2 lakhs. So all this is per annum basis, and here some of the profiles does not require to finish CA also. With CA IPCC also they will hire you for this certain job profiles. Okay, but for all this, the foundation, the first stage is CA foundation. That is what the professors in your college also are trying to imply to you. Even principals are also is trying to emphasize why he said to give webinaries. He is he said, sir, emphasize why CA foundation, why CA is required for our students. What is the scope and opportunities? So this is the scope and opportunity. Okay, for different job profiles, chartered accountant salary in India. This is in India. Abroad, as I said, it might go up to 75 lakhs per annum also. Fine. So let us now see some of the frequently asked questions by students. Okay. So let me just summarize what is the average salary of CA in India. So it is around 6 to 7 lakhs to 30 lakhs. International packages can go up to 75 lakhs also. So last year stats show that average salary of CA in India was offered 7.36 lakhs per annum. In the campus placement itself, who conducts campus placement or who conducted? ICAI conducted this, the statutory body. And as I said, the rank holders and single attempt pass students get a priority over the multiple attempts passed students. Next, which big four accounting firms pays the most? See, many will have an idea. I want to join Infosys, I want to join Wipro, I want to join Flipkart, I want to join Walmart, etc., etc. I want to join Facebook, so and so. So I want a job, or some will have I want to join government organization. So which big four accounting firms pay the most in India? Okay, so big four itself defines four biggest firm network, and it consists of E&Y, firms called E&Y, PwC. I think Deloitte is known to everybody. Deloitte is well known, it's known to almost everybody. Deloitte and KPMG. KPMG also is known to many. So these are known as the big four firms who pay the most for chartered accountants. So most of the CA students dream to undergo their 3 years articles. So as I said, there is a 3 years articleship, right? When we discussed about CA intermediate, we said about the articleship. That is 3 years of practical training. They will be looking for big four firms. Want to get training for big four. That means you will get hands-on experience, the practical knowledge of being a CA. Okay, and obviously I would like to say this: if you get articleship or internship in these firms, it is most of the cases the articleship and internship will automatically be converted to job opportunity also. Job opportunity also. Okay, so what? Okay, we are saying big four pay a large amount. So how much these big four pay the chartered accountants? Okay, how much does a CA get paid in big four? So it is around 6 to 8 lakhs for fresher, and after some years of experience, it will go up to 25 lakhs also. Okay. So again, here the growth is based on your individual capability and skill. Okay. So this question we have already dealt with. So students, I would like to summarize what I want, what I emphasized. To be a CA is a commitment for a minimum of 4 years and involves a lot of hard work and practice. Though it is one of the toughest courses in the world, it is possible to crack it down with persistence and devotion. Okay, so as I said again, NEET, JEE are considered as, if you clear those exams, they'll consider, oh, yeah, so you have done a good achievement. Similarly, for commerce side, if you do this, it is a great achievement in your student life. Okay, but it requires great amount of dedication and practice. That is for sure, students. How much ever I say, I am giving you all the all the dreams about, oh, all the possibilities, this is there, that is there. But at the same time, the background work required is also equally high from a student side. Okay, it is possible to crack it down with persistence and devotion. And as I said, in the upcoming years, there's a huge scope. There's a huge scope for chartered accountants. There is only 1.25 to 1.5 lakh members under registered for ICAI, which is not at all sufficient for a huge population that India has. And every organization, whether small or big, does require a CA. So students, first year and second year students, please concentrate on appearing for CA foundation examination, as well as the students in first semester or first year of your graduation. The students who are in the final year of graduation, you can directly plan for direct entry route. Okay, fine. So with this, I'll be closing the session. So I hope everything was clear. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me now. Any doubts, you can ask me now.
Thank you, sir. So students, any doubts you have, you can raise your hand. Participants can raise your hand. Any doubts you have?
Yes, anybody, please feel free. Please feel free to clarify any doubts.
Yeah, please raise your hand and come across, and then you can unmute yourself and ask the question. No doubts? Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. No doubts, it seems.
Yes, madam. Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
Okay.
opportunity, and thank you all the students for listening patiently. Yes.
So,
Thank you,
so
sir.
now I
Thank you,
request.
sir.
Yeah, now I request.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now I request Soumya ma'am to give oath of thanks. Professor Soumya ma'am from Commerce Department.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, one and all present here. I, Soumya from Commerce Department, would take this honor to propose vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who have witnessed it. It is a meaningful and successful session. My heartful gratitude for Mr. Satyaram Bhat sir, Managing Director at Bhat and Bhat Tutorials, a eminent person, is an insightful lecture and also the guidance for students for making optimal use of CA and CPT classes was very useful. Once again, I thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
I am very thankful to Mr. Balaram sir, Academic Head of Mangalore PU College, for his encouragement. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank our respected principal, Dr. Devraj BK sir, for his support. Thank you so much, sir. I would also like to thank our academic coordinator, Mrs. Bindu Abhijit ma'am, for her guidance. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I would like to express my gratitude to our beloved HOD of Commerce Department, Mrs. Rashmi Shetty ma'am, for her moral support. Thank you so much, ma'am. I extend my sincere thanks to all my colleagues for their cooperation. Thank you so much, all. I also take this opportunity for thanking the parents and students for their participation. Once again, I thank you one and all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes.
I hope all the sessions which the sir has done has been insightful to you and has been able to cover up all your doubts. And I hope the session has given you what to do for your career guidance. Thank you all. Thank you for being attending this webinar program. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.